Good morning, everybody. It is Wednesday, the 24th here, and I am just going to jump right in and start setting up for today. Alright, that is going to wrap it up for the plans that I'm going to make today. I still have a couple of open tasks over here. I still want to work on the new logo design and finish these charms up so that they'll be ready to go. But otherwise, I'm going to do the Plannerland convention video today. The vlog, obviously, I'm doing that now. I'm going to run some errands. I'm finally going to get the groceries because now we're pretty much down to the bare minimum in the house, so I will get that done today. Let's see, I'm going to start my inventory plans for the convention, make a new sticker sheet, and I need to make a couple of junk journal inserts, so that will take care of that. I have a baby who apparently wants my attention, so I will see y'all back here this evening to wrap today up. Okay, hey everyone, it is a little after 10 here and I am wrapping things up for today. So I am going to go through and mark off the things that I got done, update my monthly spreads, and speed the video up a little bit, and I will be right back. Today, I am grateful for errands, and that is the most ridiculous thing that I could probably be grateful for, but considering that they fixed my vehicle yesterday, being able to run errands today means that I was able to leave my house without relying on taking a vehicle away from any of my kids. So, I am grateful for errands. Okay, that is everything marked off in my monthly spreads. All my trackers are done. You can see that I went back and I did finally fill in my boys' schedule. I don't really use my weekly spread for much of anything else unless I have appointments or something else that I know of and just want to keep track of here. I don't do a whole lot with my weekly spreads, but I like the idea of it being here, and I like actually making them. So while they don't serve a huge purpose, I don't have to worry about putting my son's schedules that change all the time into my daily spreads or anything like that. So it's a good place for me to keep all of my sort of kid-related things up in here. So while it doesn't really serve me as far as putting appointments and different things in here, it does serve some purpose. I'm not making them every week for no reason. So that's why I still do weekly spreads, and that's how my weekly spreads work for me currently. I used to add a lot more to them, but I just don't anymore, and I keep a lot of my stuff in my weekly or in my daily pages. And things that I don't complete in one day, rather than writing them over and over and over again, as long as I'm still on this set of pages, I mean, I just keep going until everything is marked off. So when we hit Friday and I have to turn the page and start on a new spread, anything that I leave open or that's still an open task, I will finally migrate over. But that's how I handle these kinds of spreads right here. I've been working on a new mandala, and I was really proud of it. So this is a work in progress still. It is nowhere near being done, but I am getting some of the basics laid out, and this was a good stopping point for me today. So this is what I have been working on this evening. And we're going to jump up here into my collections journal and do our doodle challenge, our lettering, and I'm going to fill in my urine pixels and my weather while I'm there. It's in the 50s, which is green, and I was happy today, so that's also green. And a doodle challenge. Okay, now I'm ready. So let's go in. Today is the 24th. The 24th is winter berries, which are super simple, really. So first we just need a line with a couple of lines that break off of it. And I don't have any specific type of berry in mind. We're just going to throw a couple or 3 teeny little circles off of each end of these lines to make our berries. And about the only berries that I can think of would be holly berries for winter, or maybe juniper berries, but I don't know what a juniper leaf looks like right off the top of my head, so I'm gonna go with holly and make some little holly leaves popping off. Each of these little berries. Some of them are going to be bigger than other ones because I'm trying to cram it in the space here. And this is usually, when I go back and edit, a little hard to pick up on camera because since it's just the pencil and it's not the actual ink, I like to go in really lightly. That way it doesn't really make an impression on the paper because I'm not bearing down with any kind of real pressure at all. So that way it's easier to remove those little pencil lines when I go back in with my eraser. If you really bear down into the paper, the lead goes in and grooves that paper down a little bit, so it's a little bit more difficult to pull up after. So I'm going to take my micron and I'm going to ink this in, and then I'm going to do a little watercolor on top. And the reason that I love these microns is because they dry almost instantly, and they're waterproof. I mean, these things are, this is not going anywhere, so I don't mind inking before I do my watercolor. With some of the other fine liners and things like that, I will go in and do the watercolor first and then go in and ink afterwards, and that gives actually a really cute effect also that's slightly different than doing it this way. And I may do that in one of the doodles this week to show you the difference, because then you can really, I mean, you can get that same effect on purpose this way, but I like the way it naturally tends to look when you do the watercolor first and then the fine line. And when I show you the other one, you'll probably understand that a little bit better because it's a little hard for me to explain. So, and the other good thing about this drying so quickly is that I can pretty much go in right away with my eraser and it's not going to smudge. I mean, it does on occasion if I go in too quickly, which I have a tendency to do, but 9 times out of 10, it's not going anywhere. So I'm going to use this palette because this looks like it's got like a berry kind of red here and a little bit of a green. It's got a few different greens on here. So this looks like the one that I'm going to use I'm going to get around to actually cleaning these off and putting the colors that I want down on them, but I just hate waste. So, I'm just going to go in, add a little bit of color to each of my little berries. And that'll take care of them. Darken a couple of them up. Alright. And again, I went and grabbed my watercolors. Did I grab anything to clean my brush with? No, not when my hand will do. And then I'm just going to go in here with this green. A little more green than maybe holly leaves are supposed to be. I'll go in and try to fix that in a second. Let's try this green. Let me mix that. Oh, that's pretty. I like that. That gives it a little more depth. Makes it look a little bit better. Okay. Alright. Oop, I just missed 2 leaves entirely. Like they weren't even there. Alright, there we go. That's cute. Alright, there are our leaves for today and our berries. That was a pretty easy one. Let's see how the Mama's Love Littering Challenge is going to treat us today, because I have no idea what kind of litters I want to do. Alright. Oh crap, what is that? Hexaflexagon. Well, at least I got it out in the first try. Oh, okay, that is a long one. Oh my goodness, tomorrow is even worse, and how am I going to fit that on that line? Okay, I can do it. We can do it. How am I going to write this? With a word that long, it's going to need to be a tall, skinny letter. Alright. Hexaflexagon. Alright, here we go. Let's give it a shot. This is why we use pencil first. Alright, really tall. Let's go. If we go really tall, with the cross sections up really high.
Really tall. You move that up a little bit. Open the A up pretty. Okay. We're gonna run out of room. Oh, I might. We can do it, we can do it, we can do it, we can do it. We can fit. And
Oh, okay. Well, I fit it on there. Did I spell it right? Hexaflexagon. Okay, spelled it right. It fits barely, but it does fit. So let's ink it in. So there we go. Hexa, hexa, flexagon. Okay. Alright, and that is going to take care of that. So I will set up the header for tomorrow in the morning, much like I did today, and that is going to take care of everything for tonight. I've got a few more things that I'm going to do with the charm bases that I've started, and I will show you the progress on those tomorrow. So I will see you tomorrow. Until then, happy journaling, everyone. Bye. If this don't beat all, this is what took my seat and messed up the covers. Oh, it's pathetic. It is just pathetic, but oh, I love him. There you go. Such a sweet boy.